I'm Shandel Davies. I'm the director for Kids Only 3.
Lisa Brown.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, do you want anything to drink?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay, so I see here on your application that you have applied for our 3-year-old lead teacher position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Do you have experience with children?
Yes, I do.
What kind of experience?
I was a nanny for 4 years. The baby was 6 weeks old when I first started, and I continued until he was 4 years old, went to preschool. And then I went on to work at ABC Daycare. It's a daycare center in New Jersey, and I was working in the 2-year-old room.
For how long were you in that 2-year-old room?
Well, I was in a 2-year-old room for about 3 years, and then before that I was in the 1-year-old room for 2 years.
Do you have any kind of certifications?
Yes, I'm CPR and first aid certified, fire safety training certificate. I have a TCC in childcare.
What's the highest amount of education you received?
I have an associate's in early childhood, and I'm actually going to school right now to get my bachelor's degree in early childhood.
What would you say are your strengths?
My strengths are I'm hardworking, dedicated, loyal, compassionate.
What would you say are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses, I'm hard on myself, sometimes hard on others. I sometimes lose patience a little bit.
Is this the kind of field of work you see yourself in for an extended period of time?
Yes, it's all I've ever done, and that's all I can see myself doing.
Do you get along well with others?
Yes.
If you witness something that is against our policies, regulations, or guidelines, how would you handle it?
I would either go to the assistant director or the director and let them know what I witnessed.
How do you feel about discipline?
I believe in discipline.
Okay, so let's say you witness a child hitting another. How would you handle that situation?
I would take that child that was hitting the other child and put him in the thinking chair.
After his time was up, what would you do?
I would look him in the eye and tell him, explain to him why, again, while he was in the thinking chair, that we do not allow hitting in the classroom. It's not appropriate behavior, and that's why he was in the thinking chair.
How would you handle a tantrum from a child?
I would take the child that was having a tantrum and remove him from the other children and put him in a quiet spot of the room.
If you had a conflict...
And that would ignore him. Sorry.
It's okay. I thought you were done. If you had a conflict or issue with a coworker, how would you handle it?
I would approach the coworker that I had the conflict with and see if we could resolve it. And if that didn't work, I would go to the assistant director or come to you and let you know what was going on.
When would you be available to start?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Those are all the questions I have for you. Do you have any questions for me?
When is the opening going to be available?
Well, I have a few more interviews, and I should be making a decision by the end of this week, and I'll let you know. And the availability start is actually next week.
Okay.
And well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Have a good day.
Thank you.